gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
A developing story as we come on the air this midday. 2 women found shot and killed inside of a Garland apartment. The scene unfolding in the last couple of hours here. Thank you for joining us. I'm Cleo Green. That scene in Garland, still a very active scene. Police are giving an update, or they did give an update a short time ago. Our Natalie Haddad is live with the very latest. Natalie, what can you tell us at this point?
Wow, so you have 2 women shot in Garland, Texas. Very sad, very upsetting because these women didn't do anything to deserve to be murdered. Now, whatever dispute was going on in the house, it could have been solved peacefully, but unfortunately, in many cases like this, the community is not able to resolve conflicts peacefully.
Hey, good midday to you, Cleo. We were asked to leave the property, but we are standing outside the apartment complex. Inside is still a very active scene. Details are minimal, but here is what we know. We got an update from Garland PD just a short while ago, just about an hour ago. And what we know is that Garland PD responded to these apartments, the Broadway Common apartments in Garland. Earlier this morning when they arrived, they saw a door to an apartment unit that had been forced open. When they arrived, they also heard gunshots from inside that same apartment. When officers entered, a suspect was arrested, and 2 women were found with gunshot wounds in the bedroom.
One was pronounced deceased at the scene. The other one, after rendering first aid as much as possible, was transported to the hospital. We just received information that the one who was transported to the hospital also died from her injuries.
So just a quick recap, Garland police showed up. They saw a forced entry into a unit, 2 women found inside, 1 dead at the scene, 1 transferred to the hospital and died there shortly after. We are still working to gather more details about this shooting, including the relationship between the suspect, who is now in Garland jail, and the 2 women who died. We will keep you updated right here on WFAA. Cleo?
All right, Natalie, thank you. Still a lot to learn there.
We begin with breaking news in Garland, where police are investigating a deadly shooting at an apartment complex. We want to get straight to our Lacey Beasley, who is at the scene. So, Lacey, what can you tell us?
Hey, yeah, Karen, we are learning from Garland police. This is a double homicide here at the Arts apartment complex in Garland. Now, we're learning a woman was shot and killed in the bedroom, and another woman was shot and taken to the hospital where she later died. And we're going to show you video from what the scene looked like just a few hours ago. Garland police telling us they arrived here.
So this ain't the hood. These look like pretty nice apartments. Or, yeah, they look like apartments. So, what is going on here? When you have people in the community who are moving into these apartments, I mean, these apartments are getting more and more dangerous. And unfortunately, the reason why is because people aren't able to handle their domestic disputes in a proper manner. And domestic violence is going up in all communities, but specifically in the Black community. The percentage increase is the highest amongst all other demographics. So what is it that we can really do to stop and end these types of situations? We could spread awareness like what I'm doing, but the Protect Black Women Brigade is nowhere to be found. Black Lives Matter is nowhere to be found. And I'm sitting over here, the only Black media outlet covering stories like this. Very interesting.
Here at the Arts Apartments off Broadway Boulevard around 8 a.m. in regard to a domestic dispute. They say the front door of an apartment was forced open. 2 adult women were found shot in a bedroom. 1 died on scene, another taken to the hospital where she later died. Police say a man has been taken into custody and charges will be coming.
The 2 victims are adult females. We don't know what the relationship is between the suspect and the victims, but we're trying to uncover exactly what that is and what led to this encounter.
Yeah, Garland police saying this is a very active investigation. We're here at the apartment complex where it happened, though you can't see the scene from where we are. We're standing on the sidewalk. The scene is a couple of buildings over. There's still a large police presence back there, and we're working to get more information. Karen?
All right, Lacey, thank you very much. And we will be updating this story as we continue our coverage later in the afternoon. Appreciate it.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
In the last hour, new information from Garland police about a deadly shooting. It happened this morning at the Arts apartment complex off Broadway Boulevard. Police say when they got to the apartment, they found a door had been forced open, and then 2 children in the apartment before hearing a gunfire in a bedroom. Now, after getting the children to safety, they say they found 38-year-old Donielle Kennedy and her mother, 58-year-old Shirley Phillips, both shot. Both of them ended up dying from their injuries. Police arrested 35-year-old Broderick Kennedy in the shooting.
So here is the super gremlin of the hour. Broderick. I mean, he's a big guy. And the fact that he shot and killed these 2 women is atrocious. One being his baby mama, the other being his mother-in-law. So, this guy, I really don't know what drove him to do this. He could have been experiencing a lot of nagging, none of which is worth throwing your life away and taking the life of others. And this is just another example of lack of impulse control that we really need to hone down on in the community. Because if you're unhappy in the situation and things aren't going how you imagine, the best thing you can do is leave. If you're feeling like you want to harm somebody, you have to get out. And this man did not do that. Therefore, we are talking about him right now. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Police say Broderick and Donielle were husband and wife.
Gut-wrenching new details in an early morning double murder investigation out of Garland. A man is in jail on capital murder charges in the death of his wife and her mother. Maria Guerrero has more on the investigation and the children police say were witnesses to the violence.
Wow, so now we're learning that the children were at the home, witnesses to the violence, unacceptable. They're scarred for life. And now they are going to be orphans because he's going to prison and they have no parents because he killed their mother. And this is a trend that we are continuing to see in 2024. We're tired of seeing it, but there's just not enough awareness. There's not enough of a push to end it, to stop it on a national scale when it comes to the media and what's presented. And that's a problem.
Texas Sky Ranger over a tragic scene unfolding in the Arts at Broadway apartments in Southeast Garland. Police responding to one of the most dangerous of calls just after 8 a.m. Domestic violence.
So I was sleeping and I was scared. I was terrified, but then I saw out the window and I saw police going inside the apartment.
Garland police say when officers arrived, they noticed the front door had been forced open and just inside, 2 small children.
Wow, so maybe she separated from him and he forced his way inside to attack this woman. Absolutely disgusting.
Police moving in and rescuing the little ones.
While they were there, they heard gunshots coming from inside the apartments. There's an unknown location inside the apartments. After the gunshots stopped, they heard a male voice speaking, and that person was arrested as a shooter.
The suspect, 35-year-old Broderick Earl Kennedy, arrested without a fight, according to police. Then, in the back of the home,
the officers found 2 women shot inside of a bedroom.
One was dead, the other critically injured and rushed to the hospital, where she also died. The victims identified as the suspect's wife, Donielle Lashay Kennedy, and her mother, Shirley Jean Phillips. The children, police confirm, lost their mother, Kennedy. Her accused killer is their father. A motive is not known.
I feel like nobody's safe around here, you know, like something very unexpected that happened. It's sad too, knowing that there were little kids who probably saw that.
Maria Guerrero, NBC5.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.